So let us see this next question, 26. We have already taken 27, 28, 26 was the remaining. A heavy brass spear is hung from a weightless inelastic spring as a simple pendulum. Its time period of oscillation is T. When the spear is immersed in a non-viscous liquid of density 1 upon 10 that of the brass, it will act as a simple pendulum of period. इथे आर्किमिडीज प्रिन्सिपल आपल्याला यूज करावा लागतो. When any body is immersed in a liquid, then it loses its weight. So due to the loss in weight, means gravitational force will decrease. Therefore, there is a change in G, and therefore there is a change in period. G decreases, therefore period will increase. So definitely the period will be more than T. So more than T means there are only two options possible, either B or D. A, C, E कट होऊन जाते. वेट कमी होतं आर्किमिडीज प्रमाणे, म्हणजे G कमी झाला म्हणजे पिरियड वाढेल. इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू पिरियड इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्क्वेअर रूट ऑफ D असतो. म्हणजे रूटमधली क्वांटिटी म्हणजे D चॉईस करायची. म्हणजे लॉजिकली काही प्रॉब्लेम आपल्याला सॉल्व्ह करता यायला पाहिजे. व्हाय A, C, E आर रॉंग? बिकॉज इन दॅट केस द पिरियड डिक्रीजेस. Practically period should increase. So period should be greater than T, and greater than T means either B is correct or D is correct. So period is inversely proportional to G, inversely proportional to square root of D. So there will be a square root, and square root is given in only D. So B will also cut. So correct answer is D. Logically आपण ठरवलं. आता प्रॉब्लेम आपल्याला प्रॅक्टिकली सॉल्व्ह करायचा आहे. So density of the liquid is given. Rho liquid is equal to 1 upon 10 rho times metal. M metal is a brass metal. So T dash is equal to question mark. So T is equal to period of oscillation, of a pendulum oscillating in air. T dash is equal to new period of oscillation of a pendulum when immersed in liquid. Of density rho L is equal to 1 by 10 of rho M. Rho M is equal to density of the metal, density of the brass metal. So logically you can compare these like this. By Archimedes principle, when any metal body is immersed in a liquid, then its weight decreases, its weight decreases. Therefore, the effective value of gravitational acceleration g dash is less than g. Period capital T is equal to 2 pi multiplied by under root L by g. Therefore, period is inversely proportional to square root of v. Since g dash is less than g, hence t dash is greater than t. Hence t dash is greater than t. Like this. And therefore, A, C, E are wrong. A, C, E are wrong. आता राहिले दोन चॉईस फक्त. सो G dash is equal to G into bracket rho metal minus rho liquid upon rho metal. Loss in bed upon original net. This is also called as a specific gravity. Like this. So this is equal to G into bracket rho metal minus 1 by 10 rho metal upon rho metal, and therefore G into bracket rho metal into bracket 1 minus 1 by 10 upon rho metal cancel. So this is equal to G into bracket 10 minus 1. So this is equal to 9 by 10 G. So G dash is equal to, this is equation 1. G dash is equal to 9 by 10 G. Since T is inversely proportional to square root of V, therefore T dash on T is equal to inversely proportional to G upon G dash. Using 1, T dash upon T is equal to under root G upon 9 by 10 G, G cancel. So this is equal to root 10 by 9. And therefore T dash is equal to T multiplied by under root 10 by 9. This is the correct answer. By 9. Therefore, the correct answer is D. आपण लॉजिकली केव्हा हे अंतर काढलेलं. Therefore, D is correct. Like this. So this Archimedes principle should be known. When any body is immersed in a liquid, then its weight decreases, therefore effective value of gravitational acceleration decreases. Period is inversely proportional to square root of d. D decreases, therefore period increases. So logically ACE will cut, and out of B and D, this D is correct because there is a root given in this equation like this. तर ही रो मेटल आणि रो लिक्विड याच्यातलं हे रिलेशन जे ते आपल्याला काही वेळेस स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटीचा यूज करून पण दिलेलं असतं. So using specific gravity, you can also calculate this formula. तर साऊंड सेक्शनमध्ये सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ वेव्हच्या चॅप्टरमध्ये आपण सोनोमीटरचे प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व करताना हे रिलेशन परत यूज करणार आहोत. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 29. In a simple pendulum of length L, if a simple pendulum of length L has maximum angular displacement theta, then the maximum kinetic energy of the bob of mass m is so the value is asked. So generally kinetic energy is given by 1/2 m square. So we try for A, B, D, but these choices are wrong. In this case, C choice is correct, and here we have to use the property of vertical circular motion like this. So the arrangement is like this. We have to find the maximum kinetic energy in terms of L, theta, etc. So in SHM, Kmax is equal to Pmax is equal to total energy. But kinetic energy is the maximum at mean position. At mean position. While potential energy is the maximum at extreme position. At extreme position. And therefore, the basic equation is like this. Kmax at mean position is equal to Pmax at extreme position. Therefore, Kmax is equal to find Kmax. Kmax is equal to mgh. This is the equation capital E, where h is equal to height of the bob in position in the position of maximum angular displacement theta. So this h is calculated like this. This is the equilibrium position of the bob when it is deflected through maximum angular displacement theta. Then the center of gravity goes here. So if you draw perpendicular, then this is the effective height h. So this is O, A, B, D, like this. So the bob has gone along this path. So this is the effective height h. This is L. This is L minus h. So this angle is 90 degree. So in triangle OBD, in triangle OBD, cos of theta OD upon OB is equal to L minus H upon L. So L cos theta is equal to L minus H. Therefore, H is equal to L minus L cos theta. L into bracket 1 minus cos of theta. So this H is given by this relation. So this is equation 2. Sorry, this is equation 1. Put 1 in E. Therefore, Kmax is equal to M into G into the value of H is equal to L into bracket 1 minus cos of theta. तो जनरली अपन 1/2 की चॉइस ट्राई कर दो. वर्टिकल सर्कलोमर्स मध्ये आपण H ची व्हॅल्यू हीच यूज केलेली होती. And therefore the correct choice is the C. C is correct. C is correct. Next, question number 30. For simple harmonic oscillator, the potential energy is equal to kinetic energy once during each cycle, twice during each cycle, when x is equal to a by 2 and when x is equal to a. So the condition given kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. Since E is equal to E, therefore 1/2 m omega square into a square minus x square is equal to 1/2 m omega square x square. 1/2 m omega square will get cancelled. So a square minus x square is equal to x square. Therefore, a square is equal to 2x square. Therefore, x square is equal to a square by 2. Therefore, x is equal to plus minus a upon root 2. Plus minus. So, if we consider the path of a sediment like this, O mean position, A positive extreme position, B negative extreme position, then this is x is equal to plus A upon root 2. So this is 0.707. So it is nearly here. So P1. X is equal to plus A upon root 2. This is P2. X is equal to minus A upon root 2. So at P1 and P2, at points P1 and P2, at point P1 and P2, A is equal to P, A is equal to P, and therefore in one complete cycle, O to A to O to B, B to O again, O, B, O. In one repeated cycle, O, A, O, B, O, K is equal to P 2 times at P1 and P2. So K is equal to P is equal to 2 times in one complete cycle. In one complete cycle, and therefore the correct choice is B. Therefore B is correct. B is correct. C and D are wrong. Why C is wrong? Because when X is equal to A by 2, kinetic energy is equal to 3 times potential energy. C is wrong. C is wrong because at X is equal to A, kinetic energy, at X is equal to A by 2, kinetic energy is equal to 3 times potential energy. D is wrong because at X is equal to A, kinetic energy is equal to 0 and potential energy is equal to 1/2 m omega square A square. Therefore E is not equal to E like this. So the correct answer is B. Next, question number 31. Two equal negative charge minus Q are fixed at point 0 A and 0 minus A. It's a correction by J on the y-axis. A positive charge Q is released from rest at point 2A 0 on the x-axis. The charge Q will A. execute SHM about origin, move to infinity, move to origin and remain at rest, execute oscillatory but not SHM. So we have to give the correct answer. So in this problem the correction is zero minus 0 असा काही वेगळा पॉईंट नसतो तो. It is 0 minus 0. So the situation of the problem is like this. These are the x and y. This is origin 0. So this is 0 plus A. This is point P1. This is point A. B. This is 0 minus A. This is A. So here minus Q charge is kept. Minus Q charge is kept. And now here this is plus A, this is plus 2A. Here plus Q charge is kept. Like this. This is minus 2A, 0, like this. So the positive charge is released from this point. So one force is due to the minus Q charge in this direction. Electrostatic problem. This another force is in this direction. So this point is say P. So at point P, there are two forces acting on the charge Q. So resultant is like this one. So this is the point P. This is the PA. This is the PB. This is plus Q. This is minus Q. This is minus Q. So this is the force F1. This is the force F2. F1 and F2 are equal in magnitude. Complete the parallelogram. Draw the diagonal. So this is the resultant force. So vector R is equal to vector F1 plus vector F2 is equal to net force acting on plus Q charge released from point P. F1 is equal to F2 is equal to Q into Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught AP square. AP is equal to BP is equal to R. So Q into Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Like this. So these are the values of due to net force R plus Q moves from P to origin O. Then at O, R is equal to 0, but due to inertia plus Q continues the motion from O to P dash. This point is P dash. From O to P dash, and again returns to P. Thus, plus Q performs oscillatory motion along the path P dash, due to electrostatic force of attraction between minus Q and plus Q, and inertia plus Q perform oscillatory motion. Let OP is equal to x initially. Therefore, net force R is inversely proportional to x square. इथे जर आपण ही व्हॅल्यू जर आपण 1 घेतली, या 1 ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला लॉ ऑफ पॅरलल म्हणून आपल्याला काढता येईल. सिन्स R is not directly proportional to x, therefore the motion is not acyclic. The force must be proportional to the displacement and opposite in direction to the displacement. So R is not directly proportional to x, therefore motion is not acyclic. So the charged particle perform oscillatory motion but not acyclic. Therefore, charge plus q perform oscillatory motion but not acyclic. Not acyclic. So the correct choice is the D. Therefore, D is correct. It will perform oscillatory motion. There is no restoring force acting on it. Like this. So remember here, there is a correction in the problem. The second point has coordinate 0 minus a, so it is on the negative axis. So one minus q charge is kept here, other minus q charge is kept here, and this plus q charge which is movable. These two charges are fixed charges. This is movable charge. So on this charge q, there are two forces. One force is due to the minus q charge at k, it is denoted by F1. Other charge is minus q kept at point B, this force is F2. So F1 and F2 are inclined like this. Therefore, by law of parallelogram, the resultant force is along the diagonal of the parallelogram and it is along the x-axis like this. And therefore, the charge q when released, it will move from P to O along the x-axis. So moves from P to origin along the x-axis. Now, when it reaches at O, what will happen? One attractive force F1 will be in this direction, other force will be in this direction. So F1 and F2 will become equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, they will cancel each other. So at point O, the resultant force becomes 0. So the charge should stop, but practically it will not stop, it will continue its motion due to the inertia. And therefore it goes from O to P dash. At point P dash, it will again reverse the motion, and then it will move from P dash to O to P like this. So it performs oscillatory motion along the path P O P dash. But it is not SHM. Why? Because in SHM we know that this is linear SHM actually. Linear oscillator motion. So in this linear oscillator motion, the resultant force is inversely proportional to x, where x is the distance. This x goes on decreasing, again goes on increasing like this. So R is inversely proportional to x square. It is not directly proportional to the magnitude of the displacement, therefore motion is not SHM. So charge q perform oscillatory motion, but it is not SHM, and therefore the correct choice is D, like this. Next question number 32. A particle executing SHM, the kinetic energy K is given by K is equal to K0 cos square omega t. The equation of its displacement can be. So all the choices are given in terms of K0. So we have to find the displacement in terms of K0. Sin omega t is given common. So let displacement x displacement x is equal to a sin omega t. This is equation 1. Velocity v is equal to dx by dt is equal to a omega cos of omega t. Therefore, k is equal to 1 half mv square is equal to 1 half m a square omega square cos square omega t. This is equation second. But k is equal to k0 cos square omega t. Therefore, equating 2 and 3, k0 is equal to 1 half m omega square a square is equal to total energy. So this is equation 4. Therefore, a square is equal to 2 times k 2 times k0 upon m omega square. Therefore, amplitude A is equal to under root of 2 times k0 upon m omega square. This is equation 4. So ही amplitude की value इथे फक्त substitute करेगी. So actually we have to find the amplitude in terms of k0, and therefore put 4 in 1. Put 4 in 1. Therefore, displacement x is equal to under root of 2 times k0 upon m omega square into sine of omega t. So, displacement x is equal to 2 times k0 upon m omega square bracket is to 1 half into, so this is displacement x. Displacement x is equal to this much. So only the problem is we have to explain the amplitude in terms of this k0, and therefore the correct choice is B. B choice is correct. So in the same way we can also give the relation for the potential energy like this. So this is about the relation between the kinetic energy, displacement, velocity in terms of k0. So remember this quantity k0 represents the total energy. 1 half m omega square a square is nothing but total energy like this. So you have to also give the representation. So we know the value of cos. Cos function changes between +1 and -1. It is periodic function. So cos square will be always positive, and therefore the graph of kinetic energy against this omega t is plotted. Then it will be like a arc of the bridges like this. So this k0 cos square omega t, this equation represents the graph like this. So if you consider the time t, then 0, t by 4, t by 2, 3t by 4 and capital E, 1 cycle complete. So t by 4 means this is 90 degrees and cos of 90 is 0. So this is k0. So the graph is like this. Then it increases like this. Then it increases like this one. So this is the graph of kinetic energy like this. When t is equal to 0, then omega t is equal to 0, cos of 0 is equal to plus 1, so this is plus k0. So this is the graph of kinetic energy against time t like this. The graphical representation ज्यावेळेस पण आपल्याला हे इक्वेशन यूज करता येऊ शकतं. So on y-axis we have plotted the values of kinetic energy. Equation 3 is represented graphically as so graphical representation can be given like this. Okay, we'll stop here.